Hey everyone, welcome in, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing good. I didn't really have time to do a gaming playthrough, even though we have quite a few games that we can play. We can talk about that at some point. Um, but I did want to hop on, say hi. I have a little bit of time now after work. I just finished work. Wanted to talk about the stuff that happened this last week. We don't really get to talk about it when I'm gaming, and I noticed that you guys don't really bring it up too much. I guess we kind of did talk about the Paul and Tyson stuff, the fact that it was delayed. A few things I wanted to talk about was obviously the KSI announcement. We'll probably watch the video that he put out. It's only like 2 minutes long, so we can watch that and kind of pause it and talk about some of the things from there. And then the other couple of things, but they won't really. I'm not really going to go into too much detail because a lot of people have already spoken about it, or there just isn't a lot of information available. Like with Ryan Garcia being arrested, we don't really have too much detail on that. I don't know what's going on. He's put out a couple of clips, but you just don't know what's real or what's really going on or anything like that. Anyway, I have my notes here as usual, but I'm not going to be relying on them too much because I want to try and keep this flowing. The only thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned was just to show or just to mention that the new date for the Tyson fight was November 15th. We kind of all knew that was coming, or that it was a possibility. Maybe not that it was coming, but we thought that, something might happen with Tyson. I can share my screen. They put out a tweet. Most Valuable Promotions put out a tweet. New date, Friday 15th of November. Still AT&T Stadium, still going to be on Netflix, and Taylor and Serrano will be still on the undercard. We don't know if the other fights that were scheduled on the undercard, if they're going to happen or not. So yeah, that kind of sucks. We'll have to kind of figure that out. I guess we'll hear closer to the time. This is the announcement that Netflix put out, so Netflix posted about it as well. I see that it's been updated on Netflix and all of that as well. So I guess that's where it is. Mike Tyson will be closer to 60 by the time we get there, but it is what it is. Okay, cool. So let's watch this video. Let me pause the music that JJ put out, and then we can talk about it. And also, what I wanted to do. I don't know if I hear the dogs making a noise there or what. Yeah. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am back, baby. Ireland, I am coming. August 31st, I will be.
August 31st. I already noted it down in my little calendar of things that is happening. So we're gonna have like a Prime card 2.0, whatever it is gonna be. August 31st. It's gonna be in Ireland. I assume we might see some people snatched up from the Paul Tyson. Someone like Whindersson Nunes, since he is still under contract for Misfits. So that could be good. That'll bring a lot of eyes to that card. We'll probably see some Irish fighters as well. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that.
In Dublin, and I
That's
will be
fine.
fighting on what will be Misfits' second.
KSI confirms he'll be fighting.
Now the ultimate question: who am I fighting? Amir Khan? I mean,
yeah.
Let's believe we tried, but unfortunately.
So we know they've been trying with Amir Khan, right? They've been trying for a little bit. Timing is not working out. If you watch the last small council, or was it on Fred Talks Fighting interview with Mams? Anyway, Mams said on an interview or somewhere that they're trying to make things work with Amir Khan. He just hasn't accepted the offer or something like that. Yeah, so it looks like that's not happening in August.
I believe that's probably going to be somewhere later on this year. All I'm going to say
later on this year. So if KSI is going to fight in August, then you've got a couple months break. You could probably fight again in December. And then we'll see later on in this video, he's going to propose March as a date. JJ Jake is not available in March, so then it falls back to February, which means if he fights in December, he's got like a month break. Meaning he might fight in November when Jake is fighting, which doesn't give him much break between August and November. Yeah, unless he fights like really late November, like end of November, just after Jake's fight, something like that. I don't know. But for him to fight Amir Khan, I don't know. For that to still happen this year, and then see him and Jake fighting next year, I don't know. I don't know.
Ring, but when it comes to accepting offers, he's very, very slow. Who else? Jake Paul. I've seen that he's rescheduled his fight with Mike Tyson. So now Mike will be even older when he fights. Mike Tyson, a man that is in no condition to be fighting a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah, that's the other thing, man. Mike is going to be so much older, dude. Well, not so much older. It's a couple months, but as we've seen, so much can go wrong in a couple months. He took a flight somewhere, and yeah, okay. These pictures are also not from that flight, is it? Is this from that flight? Really? Aren't these older pictures? Am I wrong? I think KSI's editor might be using older pictures, but this is from an airport because I mean this is airport background here. Maybe I'm wrong.
At his age, I mean, Jake Paul, Netflix, they want to do what they want to do. It's all
maybe
good.
I'm
but
wrong.
Today, Jake, I'm going to be making you.
Let me see here what's going on with this. Sorry. Getting a notification from YouTube. What? Audio bitrate is 0. The audio bitrate is 0 because the video is paused, you stupid.
My final offer.
I'm sure the audio is working fine. Okay?
Just so you have all
just relax,
the time in
YouTube.
the world to be ready. And we can even do it in America.
So he suggested May.
My final offer. May 2025.
Yeah, like I said, he was going to suggest May.
All the time
it's not going to be May.
In the world to be ready. And we can
May,
even
Jake
do
is
it
fighting
in America,
Cinco de Mayo.
just to make you that bit more happy. But that is it when it comes to giving you advantages. I mean, first of all, we agreed to fight at 180 pounds, and then you decided to run away and fight Nate Diaz instead. Then you came back, won in the fight.
They agreed at 180. Did he say they agreed 180? I think he said 180.
And fight at 180 pounds.
Yeah,
and then
180.
You decided to run away and fight Nate Diaz instead. Then you came back, won in the fight at 185 pounds. And then you decided, you know what? Scratch that. Let's fight at 200 pounds. You know what, Jake? I'm tired of this bullshit. Get off the cycle and let's make this right.
Get off the cycle. Yeah. That's it's not the first time I've heard that about.
To lose, and we both. Let's fight at 200 pounds. You know what, Jake? I'm tired
I've heard that
bullshit.
about Jake's weight gain.
Get off the cycle and let's
recently
make this work. We
is
both
more
have
related
weight
to
lose, and we both have plenty of time to do
a cycle.
185 pounds is my final offer. Take it or leave it. If you come back with some bullshit on social media, I will sleep good, knowing that deep down you never really.
So KSI is basically saying 185. That's it. End of story. 185 or nothing. I think that's fine. I don't know, Jake. Jake is heavy, man. Jake doesn't have to fight now. And Jake doesn't have to fight. Yeah, but the thing is, if he fights in November, let's say Jake and Tyson happens in November, right? Jake's probably going to come in heavy for that fight. Maybe 210. I don't know. 215, I think somebody mentioned. I think BJ Flores said he expects that. I can't remember who said it, so don't quote me on that, but someone said it. Yeah, man. And then for him to come down to 185, November, December, January, February. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. But then he wants to fight in March again. At what weight class? if he's gonna come down anyway for the March fight, then fair. He can't fight in Feb and March, man. This makes no sense. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna work this out. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna fucking happen. I can see it. I can see it already, dude. We're not gonna get this fight. We're not gonna get this fucking fight.
It's my final offer. Take it or leave it. If you come back with some bullshit on social media, I will sleep.
Because Jake's already got a fight lined up for March next year. He's already got a signed contract, as far as I understand from the conversation and from the tweets and stuff. So, like, I don't know. There's no other date. What other date? What if... No, Jake can't lose the weight in time to make an August fight with JJ.
Good, knowing that deep down, you never really had the balls to fight me in a fair fight. You were never...
We're going to get this fight. Mark my words. We're going to get this fight July next year. We're going to get this fight July next year. That's the only time that makes sense. July next year. Listen, man. We've been waiting fucking 6, 7, I don't know how many years it's been. Might as well wait some more years. Shit. Yeah. That's the only date that makes sense, right? Jake has his fight in March. KSI can fight twice this year. He can fight in August, and then he can fight Amir Khan close to the end of the year. And they should sign a contract right fucking now. Both of them right now should sign a contract for July next year. At 185. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Just do it. No other dates are going to work. So don't go, oh shit. No dates are going to work. There's nothing we could do. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. Okay? Just fucking make something work, dude. Just like already decide now. Okay, we can't make July next year work. Let's make December next year work. And sign contract now. And the weight now. And decide everything now. And just get it done, dude. Because this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Actually about it. You were just trying to save face online. So, still, we all are wondering, who am I fighting? Well,
who am I fighting?
They told me to fight a warm-up fight.
I think we know.
Had 10 months off. They told me to find Ryan Borderland's cousin. They told me to fight the dad of Andre August. They even brought me Holyfield. What they forget?
Okay, we know Holyfield was mentioned a couple of times as throwaway name. No, I don't mean that with any disrespect. But people have said made the comparison with Jake and Tyson. KSI should go fight Holyfield. That doesn't make sense, okay? Let's just not even go there.
Is that I am not Jake Paul. I want to fight. I am here to fight. I want to challenge myself. So I'm going to fight a person that has been on my case for ages. So I will be fighting Slim.
You know what's so funny? Is I saw Wade's reaction to this, and it was fucking hilarious, dude. What would have been perfect was that KSI meme the yes, no. And you know it's coming too, because you see the side of the screen is blank. You're like, something's coming, isn't it? And I mean, okay, let's let him say it first.
And Anthony Taylor
in the 2v1, okay. So it's fine, right? It's fine. Does it really matter? Do we really care? I don't think Anthony Taylor is going to pose that much of a problem for KSI. Stylistically, it's a terrible fight. It's going to be a terrible fight. But I think KSI is probably going to show him up. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Same thing with Slim. So what difference does it fucking make? Let's do a 2v1. I would have preferred a 2 fights one night, but then how do you do that? You can't have Slim in the beginning of the night and then Anthony Taylor at the end of the night. It would probably be a safer bet to have Anthony Taylor at the beginning. Because, let's be realistic. Anthony Taylor might go the distance, but he's not going to do massive damage to KSI. You know what I mean? I don't know if Slim can do damage to KSI at that weight. The weight difference is massive, dude. But I think Slim has more of a chance of doing damage to KSI than Anthony Taylor does. So if you were to do a 2 fights one night, you would do Anthony Taylor first. It's the safer fight to take first, in my opinion at least. And then you fight Slim at the end of the night. Ah, man. But he's not doing that. He's doing a tag team. He's doing a tag team, which means whoever goes in that ring first is basically just not going to tag the other fighter. Yeah. Basically, it's just going to be a 1v1 until they're forced to tag in and out, which would be stupid from their side because they should use it to their advantage, right? They should train to be tagging in and out. The funny thing was, I saw Anthony Taylor say he might have Jake Paul in his corner training him for this fight, which will be fucking hilarious. I would love to see that. Oh, could you imagine that shit? That would be crazy. That would be insane. It would explain how Jake Paul knew that KSI was fighting in August. Because it seems like they always know. His team always knows when KSI is fighting. Maybe Anthony Taylor mentioned, listen, I've been offered this 2v1. And this is obviously before it's gone public. Against KSI in August. And that's how MVP or Jake Paul were able to make that statement. Yeah, KSI is already fighting in August. And that's when the fight was leaked. I don't know, man. Shit. I don't know. Look, I'm not mad at the 2v1, dude. I'm not mad at it. A lot of people are kind of mad at it and would have preferred to see just Slim. I mean, sure, I would have preferred to see KSI just Slim, but I feel like, okay, let's say we see just KSI versus Slim, okay? We get to the main event, and it's a first round knockout, and we're all disappointed because it's a second round knockout. Same thing that happened to Tommy Temper. Not Tommy Fury, other Tommy. FaZe Temper. I don't know if we can still call him FaZe Temper. But yeah, we're gonna be like, oh man, then we should have had Anthony Taylor. Because then maybe Anthony Taylor could step in or something. You know what I mean? And then fair enough if that it doesn't go that way and Slim, puts the work in on KSI, which I don't know, with the weight difference, man, I worry about that, dude. It's that weight difference. We've seen what weight differences do in fights. We saw what Eddie Hall did to those two guys he fought recently, man. This past week, dude. Yeah. Okay, that's the extreme example, but yeah. I just wonder about the weight. And what is that fight going to be at? Is that going to be at the Misfits Cruiserweight? Because is KSI fighting at Cruiserweight or Bridgerweight? No. Is he going to be fighting at 200? He's heavy now, right? You know what would be fucking hilarious? He refuses to fight. He refuses to fight at 190 against Jake, but then he comes into this fight at 190. Or at least that's the agreed weight for this fight. Would be fucking hilarious. But I find that unlikely. It's probably going to be 185. That's probably now going to be his optimum weight. He's going to try and fight at 185 continuously, over and over. Get some work in at that weight. Get comfortable at that weight. And, see how his power is at that weight. But yeah, man. I foresee the fight happening next year, July, dude. Sign me up for that card. I could prepare myself. We get to 1,000 subs, and let me start putting my name out there. Start, I don't know, calling people shit face and stuff like that, and start getting some attention on Twitter. I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm glad he's fighting. So I can't be mad at it.
Handicap tag team match.
Handicap tag team match
against me.
I saw Sensei say this. It's disrespectful to Slim and Anthony Taylor. Okay, I mean, I don't give a fuck about Anthony Taylor, but it's disrespectful to Slim. I'm just kidding. See, I'm starting already. I'm just trying to start some shit. Yeah, I don't know. Man. I don't fucking know. It's just disrespectful to Slim, right? To say you need someone to help you, or you can't beat me by yourself. But Slim can put on a statement and say, I don't need Anthony Taylor to beat you and knock KSI out. It can go both ways. I just don't see it happening with the weight differences, man. There's a reason the heavier fighters start off as light as they possibly can, and move their way up in the weight classes. Not always, but it's kind of like a thing. So yeah, I don't know.
One handicap tag
I just feel like
both of you against
the weight is
me.
going to make
you
a big 24
difference. 24 hours to accept.
They've accepted, apparently. Apparently they've accepted. So they didn't even take their time. They pretty much accepted after the video went out, which is fair. I'd accept it too. It's an opportunity, even if that's the only opportunity Slim gets. He said in his tweet, it doesn't matter. Why is Tommy Fury trending on Twitter? Oh wow.
Tommy Fury, JJ, looking at you. Tommy Fury's looking straight at you. Really? It's quite easy through here. Yeah, you tell him, bro. You got him. Yeah, I'm that.
All right. It's apparently at the KSI gives Tommy Fury 2 fingers. Tommy Fury had a throw in and he rolled it in. Okay. I see why he's trending. Jeez, wow. Listen, man, he's an Englishman and he plays soccer like that. Wow. Football, soccer, whatever you guys want to call it. Wow. That's disappointing. All right. Well. Interesting to see. I'm surprised he's trending, though, for that. All right. I'm going to pretty much end it there. The last couple of things I wanted to just talk about before we go was the fact that Davis and Martin are fighting this weekend, which is going to be awesome. I will definitely do a live stream for that. I'll probably do like a watch party. I haven't seen the rest of the card for it, but I know who else is fighting on that card. Benavidez is fighting on that card. Nice. Who else? I don't know if they've released the full card yet, but anyway, we've got at least 2 very, very good fights on that card, so that should be good. Looking forward to that one. So yeah, I'll see you guys for that. I have got a couple of games that I'm going to be playing this week. I still need to play Nightingale. I need to play... I see my lights in the background are like fading. I need to replace those batteries. Nightingale. I want to finish Hellblade 2. What else was there? There was another game as well. I played Vigor today. That wasn't that great. Didn't really enjoy it, but it's fine. I wanted to try it. I wanted to try it for a little bit. We got like 1 or 2 kills, but it was really not that great. Yeah, I think that's about it. What I'll do is I'll just add the games to like a random wheel, spin the wheel, and play the next one whenever I get a chance. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow, if all things go well. Tomorrow. Good night, good luck, and good booby.